Heya, it's me, Ingame, and today I'm going to start a new series of Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of M Enhanced Edition. This time I will also be playing within the least possible in-game dates, like I played in my previous playthrough of Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition. So, by the way, you can check this, my previous playthrough, or proceed to this video. In the first part, this will be a rather introductory part, I'll introduce, I'll explain some basics of my run. And I'll start with the rules. The first rule that I won't be using any game-breaking exploits like jumping through the doors with summons and stopping some scripts and so on and so forth. The second rule, I won't be playing the infinite money game. Well, it's not an exploit, but you can make your thief drink as much thieving potions as possible and steal from vendors some precious items and then just sell those items and steal them again and sell them more and so on and so forth. Well, this makes really infinite money in Baldur's Gate without any additional software or cheating. So I won't be using this exploit, well, not an exploit, but gaming tactics. The third rule that I am playing at choral settings. Well, as always, I'm playing at choral settings, and contrary to my previous run of Baldur's Gate 1, I will be using maximum HP per level up. Here it is, maximum HP per level up. So these are other settings, nevertheless. So the fourth rule that I'm playing a chaotic good character. So that means no killing of innocents, using only good choices at hell trials and so on and so forth. Then the fifth rule, I think it is about saves and quick saves. I'll be using quick saves, I'll be using savings, I'll be using time points, but hopefully this will just be not so frequent, not so often as it is usually. I'll quick save or save before some some hard fights, or just when and the enemy just runs away. You'll see that in, I think, the 5th video or so. So I'm liking to say so. Anyway, I'll start single player, new game, gender, male. This one is perfect. In Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, you need, for the least in-game days, you need, well, two things, survivability and damage output. So mages are just, well, they are good, but not really as they shine when you can sleep or rest. And what about other, about the race? The best race, I think, in this playthrough will be dwarves that have 2 bonus to saving throws and additional bonuses based on constitution. They still have less armor class by 1 dexterity, but this can be overcome very fast, very easily. So the dwarf, not halfling because halfling loses 1 strength, not gnome because saving throws does not well, include paralysis and death. Yeah, exactly. And not half orc because no saving throws, half elf Well, he has nothing. Well, not elf, because they have only resistance against charm and sleep magic, and not even full resistance. So there's always a 10% chance. Well, humans could be rather interesting, and with damage output and survivability, with double classing, but no, not today. Alright, so dwarves class for the damage output, of course. This is not a thief. No, well, maybe fight a thief, but still no, because they don't have, they can't grandmaster at any weapon, and grandmastering any weapon is the king right here. So fighters are really a king in Shadows of M. So fighters, and what fighters? I'll take Berserker, just because of the rage bombs. I would take Barbarian if they could master any weapon style. Dwarven Defender, well, it's like Barbarian but slower, and he can put a bit more stars into axes and warhammers, but we won't be using axes and warhammers at all. And still, well, Berserker is one of the best, I think, classes in Baldur's Gate Shadows of M. It doesn't I don't refer to Throne of Baal. In Throne of Baal, other classes shine, this certainly. So Berserker, alignment, chaotic, good, abilities. So I like this word. You don't really need well, more than the least possible total roll, 75, because, well, you need strength 1800, 1800. This is not required, but it makes the game a bit easier. Well, and of course you don't need any charisma because of the reasons you'll see in your course, and if you know, well, you know. So let's check. I'll probably speed up the video to have a 1800. It may take, well, 5 minutes, and I'll just try to speed up, well, to 1 minute or so. So starting speeding up. That's really funny. 1899. Well, alright, let's continue rolling. And here we are, 1800. So let's dump charisma, increase our dexterity. Well, that's maximum. Let's do this and this. So that's good. Total roll a bit more than 75 by 1. And let's continue. Continue skills. For maximize the damage output, you need 2 weapon style. That's for certain. You don't need single weapon style because, well, you have 3 attacks and, well, 3 attacks. Each of them has 19 or 20 attack roll with the crit, but still 3 attacks is far, well, less. It provides less damage output than 2 weapon style. On the other hand, you don't need to maximize from the beginning, from the start. Specialized will be quite enough. It just overcomes the penalty for the main weapon, and well, we'll just our offhand weapon will have a penalty of -4, but it just attacks once per round, and is not affected by other hasting spells. So here we are. And about what we will have as our damage weapon. Flail Morningstar, that's for sure, just because of that very tasty flail that we can find, well, buy later in the game. I can't put right from the start 5 stars into flails and Morningstar, so I'll put there 4 and 2 into the 2 weapon style. Alright, that's a great appearance, something like this, something like, oh, that's okay, something like green, please give me green, and well, maybe brown, that's fine. And I think this one is dwarf.
To battle and victory.
Exactly. And the name Q and Maya. Except core rules venture Foss. And we skip all those talking.
Come on, we have to get out of here.
Alright, let's customize the scripts. Advanced AI. Well, turning off all that, and for her as well. Don't use anything, please. Oh, she'll use the search for traps, but we can turn off it later. Alright, and now the camera moves as it usually does by the script. Alright, so
Yes,
let's stay right here, and you also stay right here. I'll explain a bit about what will happen next. First, the game has, unlike the Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition, Baldur's Gate 2 has several choke points for quick run within in-game days. The first choke point is Irenicus dungeon. Well, you can finish dungeon right now. Well, if I leave by some scripts or so, or if I just move within an hour at maximum speed, I will leave the dungeon within 1 day and 1 hour have passed. So let's check the timestamp. Let's place the time stamp. Irenicus. I think I spell it okay. Dungeon start. Save. And let's check. How much? 1 hour. So you generally have 24 hours to do anything right here. On the other hand, if you spend more than 24 hours in Irenicus dungeon, it means first and second floor and some other rooms. It means that you will have just to add this extra time to the time of leaving the dungeon later. So, okay, this means, does this mean? This means that in this video and until I leave the dungeon, there will be no really quick run. There will be only maximizing my experience for this guy and just having or gathering some items to sell them later, and so on and so forth. So this will be just semi-solo run. I will leave for some time my sibling, well, Iman, and maybe then I'll rejoin her, and so on and so forth. And so if you want the real run, just move to my, I think it will be fifth video. I'll put a link somewhere there. Well, YouTube allows it, and you can just pass it. So again, this is the end of my video. I will just explain what will happen next, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the introduction. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon. Well, not to see, but actually see, but I hope you will watch my next video and the other videos of the series and the other videos on my channel. Again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you. That's all. I'm gone.